Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Tea Party Podcast. It's your boy T-Lander. On tonight's episode, we're gonna be reading some fan fiction, as you can tell by the title. With me today, our special guest, Soup. Say what's up, Soup.
Hey yo, that's me. I'm Soup. I'm here to read fan fiction. You know, I definitely was not forced to come here. I was. Please help me. He has me captive.
Shut up. I asked if you wanted to join. You said you were down. You don't put that on me. Our other co-hosts, Esteban and our friend Hunter is supposed to be here, but they're running a little late. I don't know where they're at, but they'll join in soon. Yeah, so we're gonna be reading some stories to you guys from fiction.net. No, sorry, fanfiction.net. And yeah, we're just gonna read about a bunch of weird crossover stuff like iCarly mixed with Legend of Zelda. That's actually a real fan fiction. Not lying to you. But
which only makes it scarier.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, I did not open the website so I can read the thing.
No, yeah, you might need to do that. That's usually pretty important.
All right, I can pull up my phone, maybe.
True.
So that way I don't switch screens. But Soup, you want to go first and share a story?
Yeah.
Make sure it's like a short. It's nice and short because we got only like an hour and a half.
Is there any potty mouth words I'm not allowed to use? Because they get pretty explicit in some of these fanfics.
I know, that's why I have mature content on, so you're kind of safe right now.
Huge. All right, let me just whip out fanfiction.net real quick. Let's see.
Awesome.
Oh, and I closed everything instead. All right.
Oh man.
Fanfiction.
All right.
.net. All right, let's see it.
Fanfiction.net.
Yo, crossovers. All right. Yo, fairy tale. All right, let's see it.
Yeah, I've never seen fairy tale. I don't watch a lot of anime, to be real with you, but
they've got Attack on Titan.
Okay, I'm familiar with that one.
Oh, it's Attack on Titan X fairy tale. Wow. All right, let me see if I can find something really short. 1 second.
All right, go ahead.
Yo, one chapter, 1,100 words. It's about as short as it gets.
All right, go ahead. Fire away.
Yeah, let me load this up. Ooh, okay. Wait, is this actually finished?
It's finished?
I don't actually know if this is like I don't know if this is actually like a bad fan fiction or not. Let's see.
All right.
Erwin Smith. Yeah, here we go. Erwin Smith was leading a rather dangerous mission to rescue Aaron Yeager from Rainer and Berthold, who had kidnapped him. He planned to travel straight through the near forest, even though it was heavily infested with titans. The commander figured it was going to be difficult, and they were probably going to lose some lives along the way. Not to mention he would personally get a lot of negative scrutiny thrown his way once they got back within the safety of the walls. Erwin had commanded the other troops to follow Rainer while in his Titan form, while quoting, "Letting the Titans follow you." This got him a rather nasty response from one of the soldiers who responded with, "You're teaming, Erwin. You're going to get us killed." But he shook it off and replied back fiercely with, "I have no such intentions. The military police have done their part. Now we must do ours." And with that, the commander led the charge with absolute no hesitation. Upon getting close to the armored Titan, Erwin ordered his troops to split off into two groups and allow the Titans to dogpile onto Rainer. But something went wrong. One of the Titans veered off course and came straight for the commander. Erwin saw this, but he couldn't get out of the way fast enough. He braced himself for the agonizing pain soon to come. All of a sudden, there was a bright flash of golden light that zipped by him so fast he could barely manage to even get a glimpse of it. There was a rumble and Erwin yielded his horse, turning it around to see a man with what seemed to be dressed in a long dark blue coat and shaggy blue hair. But what was really strange about him was that this man felt like it had a powerful aura around his body. Erwin heard more rumbling and looked to see that more Titans running in their direction. "Hey, you better get out of here. Let us handle this," he warned. The man turned and stared at the commander for few measly seconds and simply smirked before turning back to face the oncoming titans. Oh, don't you worry, I've got this, the man responded, as he had made a weird hand gesture and his fingertips began to glow. And you might want to gather some distance from here yourself, because this is going to cause some damage. But don't worry, none of your soldiers are in the immediate vicinity for it to even be lethal to them, or really harmful for that matter. Erwin was confused. Then he looked up to the sky and saw a formation of lights and immediately knew, this guy's about to cast a powerful spell. I better get the hell out of here. And with that, Erwin turned on his horse and ran in the opposite direction.
Oh.
But not before hearing the words, "May the 7 stars bring judgment upon you. Grand Chariot!" The full force of the spell came raining down in the area and knocked Erwin off his horse, sending him tumbling to the ground. Erwin almost lost consciousness due to the forces slamming into the ground, and a groan slipped from his throat as he rubbed his head, waiting for the throbbing to subside as his blurred vision to reshapen. Once his vision came back into focus, he was in absolute shock as what he saw. The blue net male was still standing in one piece, and the titans that were once there were now gone. Erwin kept his guard up, looking to see if any other titan somehow managed to survive the absurd anomaly that had just unfolded. Erwin jumped, jerking around to see the blue net standing there with a smirk on his face. He looked up at the blue-haired man, back at the smoldering crater, and then back up at him once more, all while muttering, "How in the hell?" "The name's Jello, and don't ask, it's a long-ass story," he replied, extending a hand out to the commander. Erwin hesitated for a split second, and then slowly accepted the mage's extended hand, getting up on his 2 feet. "My horse. I need to find my horse." "No worries, take mine," offered Jello. "Are you sure?" Erwin asked, a bit confused as to how Jello would get back to the campsite or makeshift base that he was standing at. The blue-haired man responded with a simple nod. The commander mounted himself on the dark gray horse and got accustomed to the majestic creature. "That's it, atta girl," Erwin gently murmured to the horse, gently rubbing the horse's long snout. The commander turned back to the blue-haired man and asked once more, "Are you sure that you'll be okay out here?" Jello lightly chuckled. "Trust me, after what you saw, I think I'll be all right. Now go enjoy the rest of your squad." He used his magic to create what seemed like a portal leading straight to the exact location he had just described. Erwin gasped, and he was in awe of what this guy could do. He looked down at the reins he was holding and back up at the portal, then back at Jello, who gave him that look that said, "Trust me, I'm here to help you." The commander knew he had no other choice if he wanted to get back to his squadron. So he flicked the reins and squeezed his legs together around the horse's side and urged it into a gallop straight for the portal. Bladed arms were ready for him when he emerged from the other side. Just before he entered the portal, Erwin looked back one more time and saw Jello in his stance, with his right hand in a fist over his heart and his other arm behind his back. The commander smiled at this and turned back around, flicking the reins once more as he would remember the gentleman's act of kindness as he finally entered the portal. The end. An interesting, like a non-sexual fanfiction on fanfiction.net. How nice.
Hey, what's up, Leah? You're just in time. Soup just finished telling the fan fiction story of a crossover between Fairy Tail and Attack on Titan.
Get out of here. Don't tell me I missed that.
That's what you get for showing up late, Steven.
You can watch the podcast live back on twitch.tv/2.
Well, thank you for the promo, but there's also I have a second YouTube channel where I post full episodes of the podcast. So if you missed this episode and it expires on Twitch, you can go to that one. Do I have a command for that? No, I actually don't. Okay.
This one?
No.
Oh, this one. Why is it a box?
Because it's a set. Yo, I'm ready for T-Story. I'm excited.
All right. Give me one.
Oh, I'm not reading. I'm just going to listen.
All right. No, I know. All right. So this is a crossover of both Mario and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Apparently.
Oh, no. Okay.
The title of this story is called Issues! ! It is written by Edward the Hobo, and the summary reads, Aang finds himself between an alien. Sad ending. I don't know if that was a spoiler. I'm just reading what it says on the page.
No, that's okay.
All right, so here's chapter 1. issues. So, Aang! Toph screamed. She really needed her meteor goop bracelet, but it was locked in her car with her keys. What now, Toph? He asked, in between pants. Open the door, she asked like a 5-year-old. What? I ran all this way to open your car door? Aang screamed. Exactamundo, my friend, she said with her devious smile. But I was just having a makeout scene with Katara, Aang screamed. Oh, Aang. Oh, Aang, she's probably going to dump you for Zuko anyways. They were meant to be together from the very start. Now, my car is locked with my bracelet and keys inside. Could you open it? Toph asked. Aang looked at the car door suspiciously, then frowned and opened the originally unlocked door by pulling the handle in the right direction, unlike Toph. Why do you even have a car? I mean, you are blind, Aang asked. I'm allergic to appa hair, she said as he drove off. What is with her? He asked himself. Now where were we, Katara? Aang screamed as walking in on walking in on Suki and Sokka's session. Aang closed the door and ran into the other one. Oh, thank you, Roku. It's you this time, Katara, he said. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank Roku. It's you this time, Katara. Then, as Aang lunged to start the scene again, Katara turned into a giant green alien with 6 tentacles. Boom, boom, boom. It says sound effects in there.
Awooga.
Anyway.
Awooga, alien.
I am Clerk. Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta do voice mod for this part. I'm Clerkin Bob, but you can just call me Bob. Bob said. Where did you come from, and where's my girlfriend, Katara? Aang asked frantically. Oh, her. Yeah, she was lunch. A little watery, though, Bob said. You ate my girlfriend? Aang screamed.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh, don't get too attached. She was going to dump you for Zuko anyways.
That's toxic.
Bob swore. Why do people keep on saying that? Aang asked. Suddenly the cabbage guy popped in. 'Cause she will, he said, then left. Okay, so anyways, Aang, I am your father, Bob said. Why do I recall seeing this from somewhere? Aang asked himself as he pushed his way out of the room. Aang, wait, I haven't even told you my whole life story yet, Bob yelled after Aang. Suddenly, yo, Bob, Luigi from the Mario Brothers said, where's my money?
Oh my god.
Oh, this is like a mafia type deal. Where's my money?
I paid you yesterday, Bob yelled. Mario do what we do to liars. Mario locked the door and took out a chainsaw. No, please no, I have a family, Bob screamed. Rip Clerkin Bob, 1987 to 2009. That's the end of the chapter.
Wow, that was kind of slapping. Not gonna lie.
That was just the first. The second chapter is way shorter. Okay. Here we go. Chapter 2. Katara's many loves. Cut! Yelled the director. Take 5, everyone. Katara runs over to Zuko and swaps spit. Ew.
Oh, that's one way to say it.
That's so
All
gross.
right.
That's so gross, Aang mutters. What's gross? Asked Toph. They're swapping spit. What are you, blind? Aang nearly screamed.
Voice.
Toph waves her hand in front of her eyes, making Aang extremely guilty. Sorry, I'm just mad, he says. No problem, brother. From another egg, Toph remarked. Egg? Aang asked, confused. What, you weren't hatched? God damn it, Mom, you lied to me about the egg thing? Toph screams, as Aang slowly backs toward his dressing room. Once inside, Aang powders his nose and tries to think of other thoughts other than the ones involving Katara naked. Suddenly,
Awooga.
Ash Ketchum comes bursting through the door. What the hell, Ash? This is not your parody.
Right? Yo, Ash is here too. What the fuck? Hey, buddy.
Aang screams while coming towards Ash. Dude, don't kill me. I just broke up with Toph. She's gonna kill me, dude. Ash says while an earthquake shakes the studio. Dude, you're an idiot, Aang says as he airbends Ash out of the door to his death penalty. No, don't, Toph! I'm too hot to die. Ah!
Just Spartan kicked Ash Ketchum.
Rip Ash Ketchum ? To 2009. Pika Pika. Sorry for the short chapter. It was just read a brainstorm. That's the end.
Oh, that was interesting to say the least.
Where is my hat?
All right.
All right. So hear me out. You ever read the Christmas on Christmas? The AI generated script?
No, I have not. Is that what we're reading
Okay,
next?
so this guy made a AI that wrote a script based off of a bunch of Hallmark movies. And they came up with a pretty short story called The Christmas on Christmas.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna read that for you next.
All right,
It's very hard to follow, so pay attention.
Wait, before you do that, I want to send you a link real quick. Because I
Okay.
want you to read this story after you're done with that one. Hang on a second, guys.
That's fine by me.
All right, there you go. All right, back to. All right, go ahead. You can go down.
All right, let me just go back to it. All right, here we go. The Christmas on Christmas introductory small town snow globe refillery. We see a single mother refilling snow globes with Christmas juice. She is widow. Her husband died in every war. Single mother. I refill snow globes better than Jesus Claus, yet still my twins are dad free. Why? They need double dad. Businessman enters the shop. He wears clothes that cost money. His hands are briefcases, and he's Hallmark hot. Single mother continued. Hi, do your snow globes lack wet? Hurry, Christmas attacks soon. Businessman has flashback to when he was business boy. A Christmas tree explodes his family on purpose. He now hates trees and Christmas and explosions. He exits the flashback. Businessman, shut your sound. I am from huge city. I bought your land and am turning it into an oil resort. Single mother.
What?
Rude behavior. This is a family business. I serve families. I am a widow. My husband is now bones. Single mother points to her husband's bones in the corner of the room. They are all gift wrapped in eggnog. Businessman. All of my wives are bones. That is America. But I must make money for my twins to live. They are a prince. Single mother. I too own twins. Please, don't have bought my land. Christmas is today. Businessman. Laugh. I bought Christmas and now it is never. Unless we go on dates. Single mother. I cannot date because of a snow curse. I pray Santa helps me. Santa cannot help. She did not know, but Santa was her husband. Santa is bones, and bones help nobody. That was Christmas on Christmas. An AI generated script.
An AI made that one. Really?
Yeah, that's why homie was gift wrapped in eggnog. All right, let's see. So Naruto plus High School Musical crossover.
Yes,
Sharpay
sir.
Evans x Sasuke Uchiha.
You better be tuning in, chat.
Right.
Better be listening. This is the main event. One of the main events.
It was a dark and gloomy night, just how we liked it. He being Sharpay's biggest enemy, Sasuke Uchiha. She knew he would be listening to some awful emo music and dramatically staring out the window at the rain. Not even thinking about her. After all, she thought, he has better things to worry about than me. She trailed off in her head. Even though he was her biggest enemy, she couldn't help but be jealous of all the other villains out there. Only because she was the most fabulous, glamorous, beautiful, and fashion-forward one there is. She didn't understand how Sasuke couldn't see this, and it upset her greatly. Someday I'll get my revenge. As she thought this, she finally fell asleep and had a terrible nightmare. The nightmare continued like so. Sharpay was running through the woods trying to find him. Finally, he revealed himself. Sasuke appeared from behind a tree and smirked, taunting her. You dare insult my top, you dirty whore! She screamed, almost foaming at the mouth from rage. Sasuke laughed at him, screaming, but he was already gone. Damn you, Uchiha. Someday you'll pay.
Shh. Soup's reading.
Sharpay woke up from the nightmare in a cold sweat. That was the 8th time she had the dream this week. Damn Uchiha! Sharpay marched herself over to the bedroom wall and she punched it as hard as she could. She left a large hole in it right next to the 7 other ones she had left earlier that week. That dream again? Ryan, her brother, said, strutting right into her room. Yeah, replied Sharpay, who was trying to keep her cool in front of her brother. Why don't you just go find him and kick his ass? That's what I did when that ugly what's-her-name said my earrings were fake. It's not that simple. How? Just beat his ass, that's it. If I'm perfectly honest with myself, I'm not sure if I want to beat his ass or eat his ass.
Pause.
Shit, why am I...
Sorry, go ahead. I just wasn't ready for that.
Wow.
Okay, look, there's only 2 ways to live life. You either beat ass or you eat ass.
Please don't say that.
Shit, why am I saying this? Surely I couldn't really mean it. Oh, honey, Ryan smiled at his sister and gave a big hug. If you're not sure, then why not just try both? Sharpay couldn't believe what he was saying. She would have never even thought of that. Ryan, thank you so much for your help. Now I know what I have to do. Sharpay pulled away from the warm hug and started for her window. You go get him, girl, Ryan said, smiling at his sister. Sharpay leaped out of the window and into a tree. She went tree to tree thinking about where her greatest love and enemy could be. I can't believe I'm doing this, she thought as she leapt down from a tree. She walked into her favorite clothing store, hoping to find an outfit Sasuke could not even attempt to criticize. As she walked to her aisle, a woman stopped her. Sharpay didn't need Sharpay didn't need to talk to this to realize she would attempt to stop her from finding her biggest enemy and crush. After all, the stranger was wearing a shirt that said Sasuke's #1 fan with a bunch of hearts around it. Hi, can I help you? The unknown woman said, glaring darts at Sharpay. Well, you could start by telling me where the hell Sasuke is, Sharpay shouted, reaching from behind her and her back for her knife. Like I'd ever tell you. I know you're not really one of his fans. That was enough to make Sharpay's blood boil. She tackled the girl, having her knife in her neck. Her knife in her neck, in here? What? Okay, she stabbed her in the neck, I'm assuming, or put it up against her neck. So,
some of the grammar is pretty bad in some of these stories.
Tell me now, she breathed all the way on the girl's face. Never, the girl whispered, accepting death. Sugarcoat plunged a knife into the girl's neck, feeling no remorse for her. The birch deserved to die anyway. She liked my Sasuke. Sharpay looted the body.
Wow.
Skyrim now. He found something she thought was rather useful. It was labeled Sasuke Locator 3.0. It was like a radar mix with a GPS, giving Sharpay a direct route to where Sasuke currently was. Wow, I wonder what the previous versions were like. She realized then that it was a public place, and security was currently trying to find her. She blew up some smoke balls and quickly fled the scene, making sure to retrieve her knife from the body to take with her. Ninja vanish. Later, Sharpay had run for about an hour from the store and climbed onto a large tree. This is the place we met, she thought, sighing dreamfully. Any thoughts of her being angry at Sasuke were gone and replaced with love, lust, and hunger? The thought of seeing Sasuke made her incredibly hungry. Not the, wow, I hunger for him being inside me hunger.
Wait.
But the, wow, I hunger love for him literally being inside me. Oh.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
She decided to push these feelings away from now. Licks lip profusely. That's not in there, but I'm adding it because I feel like it's an important part. As they couldn't help her much currently in US. Yeah. Then she remembered the locator, now arriving at destination. She became incredibly confused of this, since there was no sign of Sasuke around her. I'm up here, dumbass, said Sasuke, who was near the top of the largest tree in the forest. Sasuke? Sharpay whispered, surprised at his appearance. He wasn't wearing much except for a small pair of dark shorts. Sharpay, Ryan told me everything, and I had to let you know that I feel the same way.
What?
Sasuke leapt down from the tree in front of Sharpay. I wanted to apologize for all the things I said about your outfit. You are honestly the most stylish person I know. Sharpay was in tears. She couldn't believe what was going on. I went to ask if I could somehow make it up to you. Sharpay could only think of one thing she wanted. Well, I guess there's one thing. What is it? I'll do anything. Sharpay began to growl hungrily. Let me eat you. I'd be glad to let you eat me. Sharpay grabbed Sasuke and shoved him into her mouth, staring at his feet and continuing to consume him. Sasuke ended up living inside of Sharpay for the rest of his life, and he was very satisfied with his choice. Sharpay was extremely happy as well, and they went on to become a very happy couple.
How?
The end.
No.
What?
No.
I didn't know we were going to be reading Vor.
No,
I wasn't expecting
my God.
Vor.
Neither was I. I didn't. I skimmed this story. I didn't know what was going on.
No. This is no.
Oh, that was an experience. I'll tell you what.
I remember why I don't like
Sharpay Evans x Sasuke Uchiha. T, did you want to read next? Because if not, I've got another one on standby.
I'll take a turn here. Let me just quickly.
I hate this. This is dumb.
As you should. Yeah, please suffer. No.
I'm gonna make sure voice mod is on for you guys to hear, rather than as well as my stream.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so like you're saying that like you're suffering, right? But remember, I'm reading ahead and then having to say this stuff aloud. So
all right, quick
it's
test.
even worse for me because I have to put up with saying it.
Do I sound like a robot?
How do you? Yes.
Good. All right, good. All right, just I'm just have voice mod on standby. Make it more funny. You missed it earlier, Esteban. I was reading another story, and I used different voices. Okay.
Oh.
Let me okay. So there's 3 chapters. Really short. I believe they're really short. Yeah. These are. Oh, okay. The last one's a little bit longer, but this is called Magi Apocalypse. It is a crossover of iCarly and The Legend of Zelda. I am not kidding.
Get
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually interested.
I will say this again. It is a crossover of iCarly and The Legend of Zelda. I had to read it. 3 chapters. The summary is, it is set 5 years after Apocalypse that was created by 2 terrorists for conquering the Earth. Again, very bad grammar. I apologize in advance. That the writers don't know how to word. Anyway.
Yo, ooify it. A tail whist.
A tail whist. Okay.
Hello, mister. Today we're reading about iCarly x Legend of Zelda.
Oh man, I had the alien. I could have used alien instead of robot for the last story I told. Man. All right, whatever. Anyway, ready, guys? Here it goes.
No, unfortunately.
It started to take place with Sam, Carly, and his brother and his dad with Kat in our building of half Seattle. Again, very bad grammar. Once upon Seattle, due of now mildly ongoing outbreaks of magical terrorism is breaking loose of Europe, Asia, and now Americas, and happened few years due of some person who may seems like a Lord of the Rings fan with elf ears and a very dark guy, but is not black, named Demise. According to the person itself, throwing magic jars of mutations of donkeys, elephant, and bronies satires with female version too. And same guy appears again with this time steals several vans and randomly bombs areas in several locations around the globe with mutating few people into rock freaks, which within minutes killed the humans, and they at least killed. Few of them killed thanks to the bullets that shoot some in eyes and later stomach by tank bullets. 6 months later, some magic is now mildly slowly glowing, and some turned other humans in Europe and Asia into some mythical or Zelda-style creatures. Wink, wink. Of centaurs, fairies, and some soldier and militias turned into Stolfos and killing other people. Present day. And now me and my friends are back from other locations that are safe from those zombies. At least the media preferred to creatures are zombies. So my mother is blocking the building from zombies and dragons who they come out of nowhere, attacking skyscrapers, burning into the ground, and cost some lives lost. Put your building and other buildings at Seattle is nearly successful. Killed the dragons for foods until the zombies comes and cost some people lost or turned into zombies. Is everyone good so far? This grammar is awful, honestly.
Yeah, the worse it is, the better it is.
Yeah, it's
I'm loving it.
All right. His mom turned one of them by biting. Actually a jar dropped at her. And some people of last remain of Seattle are protected themselves along electronic as represents civilization as last few American and couple more Canadian cities are same result. Okay. I can't with this. Put for now, though, Seattle is half damaged from riots and mythical beasts killing humans and cause anarchy in almost Seattle. But hey, they are all right, and story begins at his building. And that's the first chapter. I apologize for the terrible grammar that this author has, because I know none of that made sense. It's
okay. You look, bad grammar, good story.
It now set today with Freddy, who closely insane due of his mother was killed. Oh no, Freddy Bomb got killed. And some of technology are burned by monsters and bandits due of the event. And Sam is making money and has a companion named Kat as the girl who lost her family at LA by riots and going attacks but only her survived due of her family was killed, and she still has a motorcycle from bandit at some town from northern of somewhere filthy miles south at Portland, which is closely destroyed. Okay, give me 1 second. I got 1 second, guys. Hold on a second.
Okie dokie.
See, if you need to, just turn on the autocorrect in your brain.
yes.
It's not me. It's not me.
You.
Wait, say that again. I was taking off my hoodie.
Oh, I got you. Since we're waiting a moment, the Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. Beep. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Ding. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start.
On your mark, get ready, start. God, duh.
Now you do that.
Okay, I'm gonna continue the story. But thank you for that soup.
Yeah, I got you with the filler. That was a filler arc.
Anyway.
Filler arc was the Fitness Gram Pacer Test.
All right, here we go. Ready? But she okay, and now trading companion for Sam, and make money from dealers and underground creatures from Seattle sewers. Carly's become trying to be a politician, but loses in election. 2 times she lost due of not of lot politicians left.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my head. Wow, that hurt. You need to make it stop, please.
We're like halfway there, dude. We're like, but however, she became rebel leader to make Seattle as technocratic city state due of governor is abusive of control. Post-apocalypse Seattle under his will, and if she control it, she give to keep both powers on as to ban electronic bills and give some freedom. All right, you know what? I'm gonna put on alien voice mod just because, just to make it funnier, because it feels like an alien wrote this and doesn't know how words work. All right, so do I have an alien voice?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
No problem. Okay. one time dragons came to burn and eaten people alive, and some of soldier started killed the dragons, and now they control by Demise army to destroy left of Seattle, and the dragon somehow steals Sam and Kat and take them away to Demise City, which used to be New York, at 6 days or something like that. And so Freddy and his group with Carly brother and her dad pack up and wear hazard suit from infection that turns some humans into zombies, and they go off, and Carly declared she give to her soldier as new leader of rebellion and go off by using a travel bus and leave. In one day they staying in the bus from zombies and protected some of their food and killed by their guns, which Carly grabbed from gun safe at her headquarters at building. And they sleep in that bus in first day, and second day they arrived to a gas station. They found some bus gas, which they be there by an uninfected human, which he turned in 2 days into elf, who borderline evil, which the person claimed turned into say thank by whole group and moved on and left, so they go New York to get Sam and Kat before they are turned into presumably elf queens, and they must kill them due not being human anymore, and they must be there by fifthly days to get there, so they to get a new home at Ocean and May Oil Rag and some unarmed humans.
Oi. Oi, 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 oi.
Oh wait, my voice bar wasn't on. You said I sounded like an alien.
Oi, 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 oi.
Okay,
Man, I think you still sound like an alien with this grammar. God damn.
Really, Steven? Okay. I really don't think it's worth reading the third chapter, because
Nope.
it's a lot. Soup, help save this episode. Read the story you were gonna read. Soup. Oh no, where did Soup go now? Was it so bad that even Soup left? All right, fine. Hold on. I have another story, and it's a lot better. Okay. Are you ready? This one is a story called Kneel Before Banana. It is a crossover of Despicable Me and Thor. Okay.
Oh boy.
And it's about Loki and the minions from Despicable Me having fun together. Alright. You guys ready? Here we go. Kneel before Banana. Loki walked with a winning grin slowly outside, because his plans so far worked so well. And who or what would still be able to stop him now? While he slowly walked up the stairs, down, screaming and people running out and around in panic. They had seen a few times what Loki had done with the man whom he had stolen the eye. People gathered outside in the square, and Loki had inwardly grinning even more than he did appear by itself many illusions. He watched with satisfaction as they all were still panic. Kneel, he shouted, and a few were doing it at the same time, but others still hesitated. Loki had his staff hit the ground and a bright light appeared. Just when he wanted to kneel before, suddenly appeared a small yellow creature that was so similar dressed like him. Banana, shouted the essence. Loki's eyes widened, his jaw dropped almost. The man looked at the little yellow creatures with big eyes. She found it sweet. The yellow creature picked up the scepter. This shone at the center briefly and suddenly fell from the sky bananas. Everyone looked at the sky, and each was open the mouth. They turned her gaze from the sky when they heard noises from faraway sounds that were alien to them. There were more of the yellow creatures, hundreds of thousands. All soon stood in front and behind Loki until they had completely encircled him. The essence with the scepter shouted, "Boss!" and the others repeated eagerly. Loki looked questioningly and outraged up at the sky. "So this is the army that you promised me? Small beings?" One of the creatures, called Bob, tugged briefly at his robe. Loki looked down at him and got friendly, offered a banana. "Banana?" Loki looked at him and twisted his mouth only. Next handed the creature that imitation a letter. Loki took it and began to read, while he dropped his jaw because the I can't pronounce it. Narict consists of 3 sets, including PS. Because currently all of our soldiers are on holiday, we had to reschedule something. Due to this, we send you our best spare soldiers. PS, we still await that you adduce results within the stipulated time, and you should always have enough banana stock on stock. Loki stared at the letter and wondered if that would be a bad joke, while the lies god minion offered him a fresh banana and cheered with ecstasy as Loki took this. Ultimately, Loki decided yellow beans were better than nothing and allowed himself a banana. The end. Okay.
Well, I thought that was a crossover of Cloudy of Chance and Meatballs.
Nah, it was Despicable Me and Thor.
Because bananas falling from the sky sounds more like Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
That's not a bad accusation. But that was all the stories I
have a theory on that story.
Go
A
ahead.
film theory.
Oh no. With you actually. Alright.
No.
Yeah.
I do not. That
Oh, Steven. Thought you had
what?
I thought you had a film theory. You lied to me. Anyway. I need to let me that was all the stories I had. I didn't think we'd get through all of them that fast. I'm gonna put on Momo again. Message Hunter. Because I don't know where he's at. And can someone get Soup back in here? I don't know where he went.
I think is because I would read, but unfortunately for reasons, yeah.
That's okay.
My reading ain't the best.
That's fine.
As to say.
Actually, yes. See the mistake you did?
Podcast. Hold on, I was just messaging. Hang on, chat.
Just read a random
That
story.
is cheap.
Yeah, I'm going to. I just need to message someone first.
Oh, am I back now? Is my Discord done being done?
What happened, dude?
Did my Discord like seized up and everything just crashed on my computer? I just rebooted it.
wow.
Wait. Did you open a GIF?
Oh
no, it's not the fart gun GIF. No, I already know about it.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, no, Gordon tried to send it to me yesterday, and I saw the fart gun. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna click off that real quick.
Yeah. Every message Gordon sends me, I just mark as read,
Yeah,
so I don't actually see it.
I'm hypercritical. I'm not gonna lie. I can't trust Gordon after that one.
Yeah. All right. Soup, now that you're back, you can keep reading stories because I was dying up here.
Hell yeah, I got you, no problem.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's see. We're gonna read Sans X Sonic.
Perfect.
No. Anything with Sonic, I'm scared. I'm like.
Right. Am I all good on the?
You said you read this story before too. I know that.
It's a banger.
Go ahead, tell it.
All right, here we go. Sans was at a Safeway watching some weird Korean dude hit on random guys while drinking Sprite. Sans was wondering what the fuck was happening when all of a sudden somebody tapped him on his skeletal shoulder. He turned around and, "Hello, my name is Sonic. Would you like to go on a date with me?" asked the blue hedgehog. Sans started blushing. This hedgehog was beautiful, truly magnificent. Sans had to marry him ASAP. "Okay, my guy," Sans said, and gave Sonic his phone number, which was 916-666-6969. Later that night, Sonic and Sans were texting to figure out a place to go for their date. Sans, "Lamau, so we should go for a date." Sonic, how about Dora's Diner?" Sans, "Lamau, sure." The next day, Sonic and Sans met up at the diner. They went inside and sat down. So, Sans, what are your interests? Asked Sonic. Eating small children or kidnapping old people, Sans confided. Sonic nodded. Lovely. My personal interests include running and eating chili dogs, Sonic explained. Sans just nodded. The two began to converse about the star singer Ariana Grande and how her new boyfriend Billie Eilish should get married. After a long dinner, the two headed outside. They sat down on a beach when suddenly Sans got onto one knee and proposed. Sonic, willest thou marry me? Sans asked. Oh my god, yes, Sonic said, crying. The two kissed. Ooh.
That's
Sans
not part
was
of
wondering what the fuck all the members of BTS were doing at his wedding. And by the way, ooh was part of the story.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I'm like, you just added that in.
Nope, it definitely was part of it. They were all consuming Sprite. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, they were all consuming Sprite, Panda Express, and they were all screeching Korean, except for one of them, who kept yelling at them to at least stop and try to speak in English. But the other members just continued being crackheads. Other people at the wedding were Shrek, Jojo Siwa, Toddy Westbrook, Ariana Grande, and some guy named Lil Nas X. The priest was none other than James Charles. Sans was waiting at the altar, wondering when Sonic would walk down the aisle. Suddenly, Sonic appeared, walking arm in arm with Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu was crying about how his son grew up so fast. When Sonic reached Sans, Detective Pikachu sat down in the front row and started crying uncontrollably. The wedding began. Hey sisters, today we are joining these sexy men in marriage. Anyone got any objections? Tea to spill, etc.? James asked. Suddenly, someone in the back row stood up. Oh no, it was Santa's side chick, Donald Trump. I don't have a Donald Trump voice, but actually, sir, I do have an objection. Sans is a little bitch and is actually cheating on me with Sonic, Donald said. Fuck you, Trump, you're just my side slut, said Sans, very annoyed. Sonic screeched and started to cry. I can't believe you cheated on me. Sonic sobbed and ran away. Babe, no, Sans said and started to cry too. Ariana Grande turned around to look at Trump. Wow, I can't believe you. That wasn't cool, Trump coon, she said, very disappointed.
Wow.
Sans ran out of the church where they were getting married to try to talk to Sonic. Oof, this is sister betrayal, James Charles said as Sans ran outside. Sonic, please, I'm sorry, Sans said, sitting down by the blue hedgehog. Sure, Sonic said sarcastically. I am sorry. I dumped Trump like 9,929,292 and 2 years ago, a big number ago, Sans said. Sure you did, Sonic said angrily. That's a weird way to say it. I did. Please listen to me. I love you, Sonic, Sans said, tearing up. I love you too, Sans, Sonic said. And then they began to kiss at junk. Okay, let's go get married, Uwu, Sans said, standing up. Sure, Lamau, Sonic said as they walked back into the church. It was 3 months since the wedding, and Sonic was pregnant. Sans was shook because last time he checked, they were both dudes. Sans decided to hire a private investigator, Kanye West. Yo, why'd you call me up? He asked. Oh, because my husband is pregnant, Sans replied. I see nothing wrong there, Kanye retorted. Except for the fact a guy can't get another guy pregnant, Sans regretted hiring Kanye. Oh yeah, Lamau. Okay, I'll look into it, Kanye replied. So, how will we expose my husband, Uwu? Sans said. We must first hire someone to have an affair with him. Normally, I would call Jungkook for that, but he won't talk to me, so that's not going to work. How about my good friend Mario? Kanye asked Sans. Sure, Sans replied. The next week, Sans said he was going on a vacation with his brother for a week. Bye, babe, Sans said, kissing Sonic. Be safe, Uwu, Sonic replied. Sonic went back inside the house and started to knit. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Who could this be? Sonic asked himself, going to open the door. When he opened it, a beautiful man named Mario was standing outside. Uwu, Mario said. Sonic forgot about Sans and invited the guy in. Uwu, I am here to do the uwu to the iwi and suck a theater pee, Mario said. I wish that wasn't how it was spelled.
Oh my god.
Actually,
I like when
I'm
it's
sorry,
trance.
I'm a woman, Sonic replied. I haven't even told my husband this. I hope you don't back out on your offer. Ew, Mal, no, I'm gay, Mario said. And he was gay, and he didn't like women's. Oh, oof, Sonic said, and Mario ran very fast away from the house. Mario ran to where Sonic and Sans.
Sorry.
Mario ran to where Sans and Kanye West were waiting for him to come back. Did you get the recording, asked Mario. Yeah, Lamau, Kanye West replied, showing him how he was watching it on his 3DS. I can't believe my husband lied to me, Sans said, crying. Don't worry, wait. Something dawned on Mario. How did Sonic get pregnant if you didn't know he didn't have a pee-pee? Sans and Kanye said. Meh, it's a long story. Let's go confront Sonic about it, Sans offered. Everyone else nodded. Sonic was shook when Sans, Kanye West, and Mario broke down the door. Sonic, we know the truth, Sans screeched. Oh no, Sonic said. Why did you lie to me? Sonic sobbed. Babe, I'm sorry, but I didn't think you liked me after you knew I was a girl. Sonic tried to explain, but was cut off by Sans screeching. Now you're pregnant and I'm too poor to afford a baby. Ah! You're forgetting one thing, Sans, Kanye said with an evil smile crossing his face. What? Asked Sonic and Sans. That I could make you president, Kanye said evilly. It had been 1 month since Sans was it had been 1 month after Sans was elected president. Hello, Mr. President, Sans' vice president, Jesus Christ, said as he entered the Oval Office. Yo, Jesus, what's the tea? Sans asked.
You gotta be
Someone is trying to start a revolution in Florida, Jesus replied. Oh boy, pack my bags and load the private jet. I'll try to stop it, Sans replied. Sans, Sonic, and Kanye West were flying to Florida to stop the revolution. Sonic was very pregnant and probably about to give birth. Kanye was wearing an entire Gucci outfit. They landed a Gucci private jet in Florida and walked out into the chaos. Half of the land was visibly on fire, and you could see people trying to get into the airport, probably to kill Sans. Oof, Sonic said. Suddenly, Sonic gave birth to a son. Oh, Sans said. Suddenly, there was a loud noise, and Sans fell on the floor. Ah, fuck, he got shot, Kanye said. No, Sonic screeched. Sans died. Sonic was crying. The people were still trying to break into the airport. The people broke in and rushed towards Kanye and Sonic. The crazed mob had pitchforks, sticks, and guns. Ah, fuck, Kanye said, and walked into the Gucci private jet again. No, wait for me, Sonic screeched. The plane took off, and the mob closed in around Sonic. 3 months later, Kanye was at Sonic and Sans' funeral. It was a very sad ordeal. They loved each other so much, and now they were both dead. Kanye had adopted their son, which was a very, very, very strange looking. It was basically just a skeletal hedgehog. Everyone at the funeral was crying. Kanye wasn't. He literally didn't care Sans or Sonic had died. He was mean like that. The end.
Yay! That story never gets old.
That was a work of art.
That really was, honestly.
What is life?
I was in a trance.
Why should I continue later?
Let's be real here. I think that the Sans X Sonic fan fiction really speaks a lot about today's society. You know, babies are expensive.
Babies are expensive.
Money good. Relationships are fragile. And Florida is insane.
Yep.
I think that pretty much touched all like the major points.
Wow. Honestly,
How did you feel after that story,
bro? I was in a trance in the middle of that story at some point. Like, I still.
Damn, you were just thinking about. Sonic being.
Yeah, I also like to just think about Sonic sometimes.
Yeah.
Hold on. You got any more stories to tell, Soup? I'm like looking for.
Oh, I can find some more. That's for sure.
Yeah,
They're not that hard.
I'm doing a lot of crossover stuff because I think it's funnier.
Yeah, let me see if I can find another bop like Sans X Sonic. I'm pretty sure the author of Sans X Sonic has some more as well. Let me see. All right, let's see. We've got The Return of Jojo Siwa, sequel to Barry Benson X Shrek X Jungkook. Found it. Barry Benson X Shrek X Jungkook.
Read it.
All right.
Yeah, that already sounds good. Go ahead.
Barry B. Benson was flying around, eating the devil's grass instead of smoking it. when suddenly he realized he was very lost. He looked around and found a swamp. He flew into the swamp when suddenly a green figure approached him. Barry recognized it as the one and only Shrek. What are you doing in me swamp? Shrek bellowed. I'm very lost, Barry said. Shrek said, inspecting Barry. What? Barry questioned the ogre. Do you want to marry me, Lamau? Asked the Shrek's ogre. Sure, Barry accepted. They kissed. Ooh. I love how all the stories start like this. Barry B. Benson was in a wedding dress, standing next to Shrek at the altar. The two of them were getting married. At the altar, the priest was going on a very long, presently preach. What would have been great if the priest wasn't James Charles. Hey, sisters, it's time to join these two lovely sisters in matrimony. We stan. Anyone needs to spill the tea? No? Okay, then. Barry, do you take Shrek to be your husband? Asked priest James Charles. Yes, I do, ooh, Barry replied, blushing. And do you, Shrek, take this sexy bee to be your wife? Asked James Charles. I do, said Shrek. Lamau, kiss. Shrek and Barry kissed. Barry thought it was the best kiss ever. After the wedding, Barry and Shrek were about to go to bed, when suddenly a knock was heard at the door. Barry opened it. We didn't expect to see was Jungkook from BTS wearing a long red dress. I know you're a man of honor. I'm sorry for bothering you at home, but I don't know where to go, and I came here alone, Jungkook said. What's up? Asked Barry, leading Jungkook into the living room of the house. My husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating on me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on, Jungkook said, crying. Who's your husband? Barry asked him, expecting it to be another BTS member. My husband is Percy Jackson. Oh, now, what? Barry was confused. V and J-Hope gave me away to Percy Jackson as a joke, but he took it seriously. And now me and Percy are married while he cheats on me with Annabeth Cheese, Jungkook sobbed. Barry felt mad for him. Shrek walked into the living room. Baby, what's the commotion? Shrek said in a Shreksy voice. Oh, that wasn't a Shreksy voice. Well, this dude here, Jungkook from BTS, said that his husband is being a meanie poopy butt. Barry asked. Shrek considered for a moment. How about me, you, and Jungkook get a triple marriage? Asked Shrek. Okay, Barry and Jungkook said. Little did Shrek and Barry know, Jungkook's best friend and manager Kanye West was watching, and this was his ultimate plan. Oh boy. Kanye West had a plot. It was an evil plot. He was at Jungkook, Shrek, and Barry's wedding, which would have been great if James Charles hadn't been the priest. Hey, sisters. Today we're joining these three people in marriage. Do you got any tea to spill? Everyone shook their heads at James Charles' terrible priestly speech.
I'm back.
Okay, Lamau, the three people in love may kiss, James Charles practically shouted. Kanye rolled his eyes. Back to the plan as the reception rolled on. He thought long and hard about it. Get Jungkook married to Barry and Shrek. Get Jungkook pregnant. Have Jungkook's kid take over the world and establish communism. A perfect plan. There was one flaw. That was the fact that there was an international search still going on for Jungkook and Barry B. Benson, who both disappeared from their homes. Kanye West smiled at his evil plan, when suddenly someone tackled him from behind and pinned him to the ground. Lamau, Kanye, you ho, it's Northwest's birthday. Ree! Kim Kardashian screeched in his ear while smoking a mango-flavored Juul. Kim, babe, what the fuck? I told you I was busy, Kanye splurred. Bust my ass, you better have things better to do than watch your best friend marriage, you ungrateful slut, Kim screeched, pulling him to his feet out of the wedding venue. Little did Kim know, his plan was in motion. It had been 4 months since the marriage and Jungkook was pregnant. Jungkook thought this was a terrible thing, considering 1, he was a man, 2, not ready to be a dad, and 3, still on the missing persons list. Jungkook realized that maybe taking advice from Kanye West was a bit of a bad idea, but he was desperate to get away from his forced marriage and dumb friends. I mean, literally, his fellow BTS members were a whole bunch of gay crackheads. I mean, one of them has a Sprite addiction. It can't get much weirder than that. Or so Jungkook thought at the time. He lay in bed, not wanting to get up. He heard the sounds of both his husband's wives' spouses going to work at the best job, Taco Bell. Jungkook was honestly so done hiding from the cops. He missed his armies. He missed his crackhead gay friends. Most of all, He missed not being pregnant. He seriously considered aborting the baby multiple times, but he had been talked about out of it by Kanye West. Woo! Time skip. It was 5 months later, and Jungkook realized he was in labor. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, said Shrek, freaking out. Barry called an ambulance because a man giving birth is a medical emergency. The ambulance arrived, taking Jungkook with them to the hospital. At the hospital, Jungkook managed to give birth. He gave birth to 2 wonderful baby girls, Heejin Luna and Jojo Siwa. Which one of Jungkook's twins will become a communist ruler? Find out next time in this extremely shitty fanfic.
Oh
Ariana
man.
Grande was no, there's more.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Oh my god, that was bad. I don't care what anybody says. That was
Ariana
bad.
Grande
No,
was
there's more,
chilling
there's
in
more.
her limo,
Oh, that's
watching the news.
not good.
Now you may be thinking, oh my god, Ari would be watching like something Ariana like anime or My Little Pony. No, you buffoons. She was watching the damn news. She was watching the news when a story came on. The news anchor, Hannah Montana, was standing outside the Bob the Builder hospital.
What?
Okay, so breaking news, Jungkook BTS just had a fucking kid because Kanye West genetically modified him. He had 2 twins, Jojo Siwa and some girl named Heejin Luna. Hannah reported. Oh my god, I'm sister shook, Ari said, and was going to change the channel to some freaky anime when another headline came on. National pop star Ariana Grande under fire for apparently aiding Kanye in his bizarre kidnapping quest. Ariana was shook. She had never even done such a thing. Suddenly there was a knock on her shaded window and Ari rolled it down. Ooh, ma'am, excuse me, but what do you have to say on the story? Asked another reporter, Obama. What the fuck?
What?
I didn't do anything, I swear to God. If that slut Kanye threw me under the fucking bus again like that one time with Kim Kardashian and her 10th son being named Toddy Jeffrey James West, I will personally go out and slap him. You've been fucking warned, Kanye. I swear to Gordon Ramsay. Ariana ranted angrily into the microphone and hastily rolled up her window. Meanwhile, Jungkook had signed divorce papers to Shrek and Barry. He was taking Jojo and Heejin with him to raise his gay head crackhead friends. Okay. Kanye, meanwhile, was livid his plan didn't work. All his planning for nothing. He was mad. 3 years later, Jungkook was chilling in his room, reading a bedtime story to Heejin and Jojo, when suddenly someone burst through the door. Lamau Jungkook XD, J-Hope said, obviously drunk with Sprite again. The entire group had a Sprite addiction since Jungkook had returned all those years ago, excluding Jungkook himself, who felt the need to be a responsible mom-dad thing. Oh my god, J-Hope, we talked about going to Safeway and hitting on guys. And the answer is no, Jungkook said, annoyed. J-Hope said, and Naruto ran away. Jungkook tucked in Heejin and Jojo Siwa, who were both fast asleep. He sat down on his bed. He didn't have many regrets, not really. But he had learned one thing. He'd never marry a bee and an ogre. He absolutely did not trust Kanye West. Meanwhile, at Barry and Shrek's house, Barry was feeding their son Corey from Corey in the House. Baby food for a midnight snack. XD mom, I ain't hungry, Corey complained. Come on, Corey, eat your damn food, Shrek said. Corey reluctantly ate his food. Meanwhile, Kanye and Kim were sleeping while their son, Tati Jeffrey James West, reviewed his plan in the room next door. His plan was to find Jojo Siwa and help her establish communism. His father's plans would come true. That's the end.
Oh wow, that was amazing. Honestly,
I know, that was quite good, wasn't it?
I have a very short story, and the title just says it all. I think it's pure gold. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely not.
It's a good one. Don't worry. I'm gonna read it to the best of my abilities. The title is Ed Nettie Meet Godzilla.
Oh God.
Here's the summary. The Eds have been through a lot in the past, but now they have to take on their biggest challenge yet. The King of Monsters. So, it's only four lines long, so it's really not that bad. Anyway, here we go. The Eds are pulling a scam, the amazing Ed, when suddenly Godzilla appears and attacks the cul-de-sac. destroying everything in its path. The Edge try to stop him by combining random junk into cannonballs, then firing them at Godzilla. Of course, this has no effect and only serves to irritate the beast, who pursues them through the cul-de-sac, eventually vaporizing them with his atomic breath, then returning his attention to the cul-de-sac, destroying it and all of Peach Creek. The end. So
Wow, that was short. That was nice though.
yeah, so Godzilla pretty much killed Ed and Eddie and the whole town. That's really sad.
R.I.P. everything.
Yeah. You got anything? Whoa, I don't like. No, I don't like what I just saw. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Is this one? Oh man, never mind. It's too long. Sue, we got anything else? We still got.
Yeah, I'll find one more.
You'll find one more.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm gonna find a good short one. Obama X Jungkook or Percy Jackson X Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy.
All right. Percy burst through the door of Zeus's cabin because that's where they held the Nico Protection Squad meetings, and he was late. Percy, we thought you were dead, bro, Jason screeched. Bro, I'm sorry. I just saw a picture of the most beautiful being I've ever seen and came here just in time to tell you that I'm going to marry them. Percy, oh my God, you're going to marry me? Annabeth Cheese asked, baffled. Oh, ew, no, not you, he said, yeeting Annabeth out of the building. Got him, said Jin Sol, who had started coming to camp after the Luna Ballad album. Luna the Ballad? Okay, anyway, an album came out. She'd been claiming by Apollo like 2 days beforehand. Well, who is it then? Will asked, without looking up from braiding his sister's hair, seemingly unsurprised that Percy just yeeted Annabeth. Our one and only queen, Draco Malfoy, he said, blushing. Bro, whomst is that? Jason asked. Bro, he's the most beautiful being on Earth. Even more beautiful than me, bro? Jason asked, on the verge of tears. Nah, bro. No one could be more beautiful than you, bro. No homo, Percy said, giving Jason a bro hug. Bro, Jason said, sobbing. Well, I'm gonna go off to England now, so I can go be a wizard and meet him, lol. Promise to write and shit, Lamau, Leo said, setting some shit on fire. IDK, it's probably like drugs or something. Lamau, bye, Percy said, Naruto running out of the Zeus cabin. He ran into Nico on the way out. Ooh, hey, Nico. Guess what? I found someone who's my type. Ha, got him. Percy, literally no one cares. We've been over this. We all hate the not my type jokes. They're stupid as hell, and we told you multiple times to stop making them. You're not funny, and this is the 5th time this week. How dumb can you be? Lamau, okay, edgelord, Percy said, Naruto running away. He dove into the ocean and used like super fast water powers to zoom his way to England. He made his way to the wizard bar place. Ooh, hello, sir, yes, can I get one singular alcohol and access to the secret wizard stuff? Oh, well, thanks. Well, sure, kiddo, the guy said, providing Percy with a singular shot of the mango nectar shit I have in my fridge. I don't know, I had it like once and it was pretty good, not gonna lie. He consumed it and walked to the back and touched the brakes. Jason, bro, I'll remember you. Oh, whoa. Wow, wizard stuff is cool, Uwu, he said, walking around the little alley. He had gotten a Hogwarts letter like 2 weeks beforehand and didn't really feel like going until he saw the beauty that was Draco Malfoy. Oh, ho, I gotta get my school stuff, Lamau. I bet I'll get expelled within the first 2 minutes, he said to himself. He missed his bro Jason. He walked through the cool wizardly place when he literally stumbled upon a bookstore where he would get his books. School books. Lamau, ew, books. I can't read, lol, he said, walking in. But when he went inside, he saw his one and only crush, Draco Malfoy, and he was T-posing on Harry Potter. Ew, gross. Leave my presents, filth, he said to Harry. Percy blushed so much. His face turned the color of a hardcover Mark of Annabeth book without the cover thingy. Bitch, said Harry. Draco gasped dramatically and rolled across the floor. How dare you, Harry Potter? My father will hear about this, and by father I mean Dobby. Dobby is my father. I can't use the potty. Hermione can't draw, he said, rolling towards the exit. He then got up and walked past Percy, slightly brushing past him. Dramatically, of course, because he's Draco. He's the definition of dramatic. Percy could feel his face turning hotter than that one time he got lava thrown on him. Oh, he muttered under his breath. The son of Poseidon went to get his books and quap. Then he went to get his wand. No, shut up, says the parentheses. I agree. Hello, you must be Pussius Jackson, the creepy wand dude said, appearing from his corner. Holy Jesus, where did you come from? Percy exclaimed, frightened. Looks at him in a very menacing sexual manner. That's, I don't know how to describe this emoticon. How the fuck did you just say that? Oh, because he said emoticon, I see. Oh, whoa. Anyway, you're here to get your wand, right? Oh, yeah, X3, hurrah, ooh, woo, Percy said, excited to get his magic wand and use it for nothing but eating it across the room at people like darts. He tried several wands, one of which created a rip in the space-time continuum, but the wand guy sealed it up with some flex tape. Don't worry, guys. Then he got his wand. He didn't remember what it was made of or anything because, frankly, he couldn't care enough to come up with a unique wand for him. He yeeted himself out of the building while holding a rubber rat he bought for $1. Yes, it was the same rat from Titan's Curse, oh well. Then he made his way to the King's Cross station by Naruto running, which is scientifically proven to make you go faster. He then ran into every wall he could find in an attempt to get to platform 9 3/4, even though he would go to call it platform 69 3/4. Needless to say, he got some confused and disturbed looks from people passing by. But did being a dumbass ever stop Percy? No. Have you read the series? Anyway, he eventually found the right platform. He had a headache, though. But he did my goblin run over a train and literally threw himself on. Okay. Whomst has fallen by my feet? Percy recognized that voice. It was Draco. Oh, hello there, sorry, he said, his voice cracking more than my bones. All right then, come on, Crabby Goyle. Let's go stream Love Cherry Motion. Percy remembered he had heard about Love Cherry Motion before. He tried to remember where he heard it before. Oh yeah, it was that one time Nico and Leo blasted it from the rooftop at one of the cabins. That was quite an interesting day. Wait, he said. Draco stopped and turned around slowly on his heel. Yes? Can I sit with you guys? I'm kind of lonely, ooh, he said, his voice cracking and sister shaking. Well, yeah, my guy. They began to walk to find an empty compartment. Percy awkwardly listened to the conversation they were having. I mean, seriously, that Potter kid thinks he's like Zac Efron more than me. I can't believe him, Draco said, flipping his hair. It was more of just Draco talking to himself, but that didn't bother Percy. He could listen to that small, sassy blonde boy talk for hours and not get tired. Move out of my way, peasants, Draco announced as he began to roll across the floor. He then stopped and found an empty compartment. Ah, perfect. Now we have a safe spot to blast Love Cherry Motion so loud they can hear us all the way to Hogwarts, he said, getting out his customized chair roll doll. He's rich, he can get those, and placing it next to the window. He then got out his phone, which, by the way, had a picture of Troll and Jin Sol on the case. Hey, is that Jin Sol? Percy asked. Yeah, you've heard of her, Draco asked, seemingly very excited. Oh yeah, she goes to my summer camp. Oh my god, you have to get me an autograph, please, I'm begging you. He grabbed and shook Percy by the shoulders. Oh, okay, will do, he said, very flustered. Oh, whoa. This is totally awesome. She's such a queen. Singing in the Rain is my second favorite solo, you know, he explained, going through his luggage. Of course, my bias is Shuri. Oh, she's so amazing. I've been following the group since Kim Lip's debut, and honestly, I've been obsessed since. Hey, Krabby, have you seen my... Oh, never mind, there it is. Draco pulled out a poster of Shuri and folded it and put it back. Don't want that to get lost. He did something on his phone, and all of a sudden, Love Cherry Motion started playing so incredibly loud it shook the train. Draco said something Percy couldn't hear because of the music, and the music was less loud, but was playing on every speaker in the train. Perfect. See, every year I've done this, and no one has come up and complained to me. As if on cue, the door of the compartment swung open. Malfoy, said Ron Weasley, angrily as Harry and Hermione lost blah blah in looks of rage. Every year I've suspected it was you playing this, and now I have proof, he said, taking a bite of the red vine. Oh, well, isn't this fantastic, Weasley, Potter, and whatever the hell that is? He pointed at Hermione. They're angry at me for standing Luna. Whatever, losers. Stream butterfly, he said, slamming the compartment door. Wow, that was wild, Percy said, shooketh. Yeah, I guess they're really mad at me or something. I seriously don't see the problem in looping Love Cherry Motion the whole way to Hogwarts. It's only an hour, it's fine. They should be grateful that I play Singing in the Rain on the way back. I've only done it every single year since Love Cherry Motion came out, he huffed. Percy then noticed he was wearing an A++ album hoodie. He then remembered it was because of what Jin Sol was wearing the day she arrived at camp. Oh hey, you're wearing the same hoodie my friend Jin Sol has. Yeah, that's because it's the Luna debut album. Hasn't she told you about any of this? Honestly, she probably has, and I just wasn't paying any attention, lol. Damn, Percy laughed, because damn jokes are still funny, right? I need to really bring you into the world of the Luna stand-up. Lama, what? Then the beat drop came on, and like 20 screams were heard. Don't worry, that's normal for someone who's listening to it for the first time. The second one hits even harder. Draco then seemed to realize something. Hey, it's your first year. Why weren't you surprised? Oh, lol, my friends Leo and Nico once spent an entire day blasting it from the rooftop on one of our cabins at a camp. You'll have to introduce me to them, Draco said, pulling out a notebook with stickers of each member of Luna on it. Have Train Kid introduce Leo and Nico. Oh yeah, by the way, what's your name, lol? Oh, whoa, my name's Percy Jackson. I got it, he said, crossing out Train Kid and replacing with Percy's names. I think we're going to be good friendzos, Jackson. God, I never hated reading something so much.
Was that the end?
I think so.
All right, I have.
Yeah, it was.
Well, let me just say that. So one, you should be a narrator for Audible. That's number one.
I agree. It's just the stories. It's just too cringe. I
Hey,
hate
that's
it.
fan fiction, man.
Nah, fan fiction's stupid. That's why I hate it. It's so dumb. Anyone who writes it,
Respect the drip, Karen.
Well, hey, listen to me. Listen to me. We're gonna do one more story. I got one more story. I believe it's absolute. It is a treasure. Okay, I'm gonna tell it to the best of my ability. This is called Sponge Tanic.
Oh no!
It is a crossover of SpongeBob SquarePants and, you guessed it, Titanic. It is written by Squidward Tennis Balls 18. Beautiful. Mwah. I love it already. Here's a summary. In this alternate universe, the SpongeBob SquarePants characters are in 1912. They all separately board the RMS Titanic for her maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City, New York. With interaction between these characters and actual historical figures that were aboard, let's see what happens in the moments leading up to the sinking. Whew, you guys ready?
Unfortunately.
I'm not. I'm gonna hate this.
All right.
But okay.
No problem.
I feel like I'm gonna regret it.
I regret this.
I don't think it's gonna be
because
that bad, honestly. But here we go. Chapter 1.
Hey, whatever you say is not that bad.
it's
Like,
horrible.
we gotta times that by 4, you know?
Okay, whatever. It's really not that long. Let's just get right into it, okay? Chapter 1. Boarding. It is April 10th, 1912. Arriving at Southampton Pier are 3 rich vehicles transporting aristocrats. They are all headed for this new grand luxurious ocean liner said to be the Ship of Dreams. Exiting out one of these vehicles is a middle-aged octopus with a bionicle, a nice black suit with a walking cane, just for extra effect. He stands before the large new ship that will be taking his wealthy family to America by first class. The RMS Titanic, the White Star Line's brand new flagship. The rich octopus's name is Sir Squidward Quincy Tentacles, of Liverpool the fifth. Wow.
I'm kind of curious if Sir Squilliam makes an appearance in this story.
Sir Squidward, thank you very much.
No, but Sir Squilliam, the rival of Squidward.
Oh, right, you're right. Let's see if he's in the story. Anyway, Titanic's horn and first funnel Blair, Sheldon J. Plankton, Sir Squidward's valet, is a bit unnerved when seeing the large funnel and overall size of this vessel. I don't know about this. Oh no, sorry. I don't know about this, sir. This ship looks like it could capsize under our feet. Absurd. The Titanic is a magnificent steamer, designed to be the most luxurious and biggest floating object the world has ever seen. We got nothing to worry about. I'm trying to do my best Squidward impression. Anyway,
You're doing your
Mr.
best.
Mr. Plankton continues to feel unnerved. A couple of Titanic's first-class stewards help Sir Squidward's proud wife, Madame Squilvia, out of their luxurious Ford Model T. Sir Squidward walks up to his wife and kisses her hand.
I saw that in a Nickelodeon once, Sweet Pea. Admit since we're royalty, why not try it out?
The madam chuckles at her husband. A couple of maids also serving the tentacles aristocrats disperse out of the second Model T. Coming out of the third vehicle is Sir Squidward's servant, SpongeBob SquarePants. Wow. Okay. So SpongeBob's the servant.
We love it.
Mr. Tentacles, starts SpongeBob. This is Sir Squidward Tentacles, the fifth of Liverpool peasant. SpongeBob takes a kneel and bows his head. My apologies, Sir Squidward Tentacles, the fifth of Liverpool peasant. Urgh. Just refer to me as Sir. Yes, sir. Sir Squidward then glances at his pocket watch. It is 11:55 a.m., 5 minutes until departure. We better board now, ladies and gents. We will be underway soon. Sir Squidward and Mr. Plankton go up the gangway to D deck first. Madame Squilvia and the three maids follow next. SpongeBob trails behind, carrying his snobbish superior's surplus of luggage. SpongeBob takes a glance up at the large port side of Titanic. He sighs and then boards. At the second-class gangplank to E deck, some stewards greet Southampton's elderly and legendary crime fighters, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. You gotta be kidding me. They offer the old heroes help boarding, due to both of them being in their 80s and getting up there. It's kind of harsh. No nonsense. I am as fit as a fiddle. The lad is too. Subi, you just change your profile pic? Never mind.
Yeah. You just watch me change it.
Put on my bed. The Barnacle Boy offers his input. But if you offer us help, we would be glad to accept it. The stewards pass along. They would wonder why Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy are traveling in second class, considering their crime-fighting legacy would get them first-class passage. I guess nobody will ever know. Other second-class passengers to board are Larry the Lobster, a superior gymnast who is also going to help out the Titanic's gym instructor, Thomas Macaulay. Excuse me. Larry is also close to Don the Whale, who worked on tramp steamers in 1911. The two smile at each other while heading to their stateroom. Mrs. Puff walks up the gangplank with 10 children, 5 boys and 5 girls between the ages of 5 and 13. Like Mr. Plankton, Mrs. Puff is also unnerved by the immense size of the Titanic. She gets out her rosary beads and prays for a safe, pleasant voyage out to the sea. Bubble Bass, wow, is also a second-class passenger on the Titanic. After he boards, a steward offers to take his coat to the main terminal. Bubble Bass refuses. He scurries along. He then pulls out a piece of paper from his pocket. It says, "Meet me at the poop deck." It is now 11:58 a.m., 2 minutes until departure. Running out of one of Southampton's slums is Patrick Starr, many friends of his and several snails, including one named Gary. Chief Officer Henry Wilde is about to close the third-class entrance to G deck when he sees Patrick and his army board. Hold up, we're passengers. We really are. Wilde looks at one of his colleagues before inquiring Patrick and his buddies if they have been through the inspection queue. Of course, see? Patrick shows the chief officer a fake certification card. After some initial hesitance, Wilde finally lets the impoverished starfish and everybody else aboard. Wilde tells some crew members to bring Gary and the other filthy-looking animals to the kennels. Give them a bath first. They smell like absolute states Wilde before leaving. Patrick rushes to his cabin where somebody has been waiting for him. Told you I would make it. Oh, hold on. Oh, let me do this right.
Told you I would make it.
Oh no.
Sandy,
Oh, no.
Sandy Cheeks is this person. She smiles and gives a simple nod. It is finally 12 p.m. The Titanic is beginning to leave the harbor. Hundreds to thousands of passengers, all three classes, line up the outside decks and wave goodbye to the spectators back on land. Sir Squidward situates himself and his traveling companions inside their stateroom. Madame Squilvia believes that those land rats are not worth their time. SpongeBob looks out the stateroom window. He waves goodbye, which Mr. Plankton notices. Patrick and his buddies make another quick dash up to the stern deck, and two wave goodbye, even though they have no clue who any of these people are. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy settle into the second class dining area for lunch. Today's special is prunes. Wow. Okay. Mrs. Puff gets startled by another loud blast of the Titanic's horn. Her kids are very excited as this is their first voyage out to sea. Sandy remains in her cabin undisturbed. She begins tidying it up. She watches the water splash on the small porthole of the cabin. At the bridge, many crew members alike await for the captain to give off an order. Captain Edward J. Smith, who is commandeering the Titanic's maiden voyage as his last before retiring, speaks. Take her out! Oh, sorry. Take her out, is his soft-spoken command. The engineers in the engine room begin their duties. Outside on the rudder, the propellers activate and begins twirling for departure. The excited passengers wave goodbye to the mass amounts of people. The Titanic slowly drives out into Southampton Harbor. Everything seems to be going accordingly, until the moorings for a nearby ship, the SS New York, snap as a result of the Titanic's immense power. The smallest ship begins heading right for the bigger one. Passengers on board as well as the spectators on land begin freaking out at this scenario. Captain Smith orders his officers to reverse the port propeller. After this maneuver is accomplished, the Titanic begins straying away from the New York. Small tugboats also gain control over the smaller ship. They began towing her back in the opposite direction. Everybody claps and cheers for the possible collision being averted. Captain Smith and his officers breathe a sigh of relief as Titanic sails out of the harbor on the way to Cherbourg, France for the first pickup. In the first stateroom, Sir Squidward watched the entire scene unfold. He relieves his concerned family. What did I tell you? The Titanic turned away just in time. If she could do an amazing thing like that, then it is guaranteed that this grand vessel is unsinkable. SpongeBob stares at his snobbish boss while the word unsinkable rings in his head like several missed phone calls from Mom. And that's the end, unfortunately.
That was an experience, though.
I
can't say I ever want to experience it again.
I don't.
Wait, you didn't like it? I thought it wasn't bad compared to everything else we
It was
read.
okay. No, yeah, yes, you're right. It's better than
No,
the one.
it was quite nice. It was a really good story, you know. Yeah, it definitely had some real plot to it.
I wanted more lines from Sandy Cheeks so I can use his voice.
No, I see.
Alright, but
Rise.
I think
The
that's
stream made me wanna. Well, not the stream. The stories made me wanna go into the corner and start crying.
wow.
Yeah, it.
I mean, I saw it fun. I want to write fan fiction now, to be honest.
Oh
no.
You
no.
wanna
No,
write
no,
one? Oh,
please,
no.
What? It's not gonna be
wanna
bad.
read
It's not gonna be like any of the other ones we've
Bro.
read. I'm gonna be.
Bro, fan fiction is just.
I want to see what T's gonna cook up.
I'm afraid of what he's gonna put there.
Oh come on! I'm not gonna write anything bad. I'll be the best fan fiction writer on the planet. Okay.
That's what every fan fiction writer said to themselves when they wrote their fan fiction.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially the one who made Sonic X sounds.
Nope, that's enough.
Nope, that was a banger. Soup. You said yourself, Soup. That was a good one. I'm gonna.
That was-
I'll even read that for inspiration.
Oh.